It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Smoothie King Center in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Play host to the Golden State Warriors. The Pelicans control the tap. Hayden to Julius Randle. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, cool, calm. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Curry to Durant. Goes to the right side. Thompson to Durant. Thompson. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
They go down to Davis. Anthony Davis. Good start. He's made his first shot. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Durant. Runner here won't go down.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Thompson to Curry. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Over to the right side. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Yes, Klay Thompson missed his first. That one goes.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You'll probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down the ground and make a play.
Curry has it to Green. 3 titles in 4 years. New arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports, amongst other things. I actually got a chance to host a Players Technology Summit with Andre Iguodala, where he talked about a multitude of things that he's invested in. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
Curry into the front court. 9-point margin. Here comes the screen. Curry to Thompson. Curry to Thompson. Fires the 3. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Holiday. Hayden. To Holiday. Davis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound comes down to Green. To Durant. From the painted area, won't go down.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Holiday. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it. Thompson to bring it into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. To Curry. Thompson. Durant. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And the rebound belongs to Golden State. Time expires on the quarter. The Pelicans in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Iguodala to bring it up. Right now, down 7. Here comes the screen. Livingston to Thompson. To Cousins. 4-3. Off the mark. No good. It's Pelicans ball. Holiday. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
To Thompson. 5 to shoot for Golden State. DeMarcus Cousins for 2. Add 2 points to the board. There's no denying he is a big talent, but he has a large personality.
And his personality gets the best of him at times. When I think about personalities who are able to control their aggression, I think about Marcus Smart, I think about Draymond Green. The biggest key for DeMarcus Cousins, controlling his emotion instead of letting his emotions control him.
Shot from the lane won't go. Warriors last year had to go on the road, win a Game 7 at Houston to take the West. Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
Especially because this is the last year at Oracle Arena. And when you have a team that can play with a sense of urgency that is as talented as this Golden State Warriors team is, you better watch out. They slacked off last year. They were 29-12 at home. Now, that's a pretty amazing record at home, but let me tell you why they slacked off. The 3 years prior to that combined, they were 114-9. I think we're going to see that Golden State Warrior team from those years instead of the one from last year.
Here comes the screen to Thompson. Driving right to the basket. Yes, Klay Thompson. 2 of 4 now.
You know, someone I had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the 3rd or 4th option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Holiday. Good look that time, but off the mark. Livingston to bring it up. 5-point game. From long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
To Holiday. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Cook to bring it into the front court. Down just a couple. To Green. Gets it in the right corner. Warriors with 4 to shoot. Cook shot won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Warriors have the basketball. Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Fires the 3. Message received. Well defended. Payton with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Holiday to Payton. Here comes the screen. To Davis. 5 to shoot for the Pelicans. Holiday. That's off the side of the rim. No good. It's Cook with the basketball. The margin is 2. Halftime on the horizon. To Green. Here comes the screen. Green. 5 to shoot for Golden State. Has a chance. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there. A shot at the buzzer. First half in the books. The Pelicans have the lead.
Guys, let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Pelicans are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New Orleans Pelicans. The Warriors had kept it close after 1 half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Field goals.
For each of these squads, the common theme has been a disciplined approach on offense. That's the reason why you're seeing a nice field goal percentage on both sides of the ball. Smart shot selection is a key part of that fact.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
Kevin Durant was inefficient in the first half. He's been suffering through miss after miss, and no matter what he tries, is just not working for him. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Jay, you know the Warriors love challenges. As they go for a three-peat, why not try and incorporate the personality and presence of a DeMarcus Cousins?
Well, if there's anybody up for the challenge, it will be a head coach who's had multiple years in dealing with one of the hottest players, when I mean personality, hottest players in the league, and Draymond Green, and that's Steve Kerr. And look, DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back on this team probably after All-Star break, and I think he'll have a chance to really add another versatile piece. But in the interim, I think a guy like Jordan Bell is going to be huge. There's no more JaVale McGee in this squad, but a guy like Jordan Bell or Kevon Looney can give them the length and the intimidation of what they need down low on the blocks.
Possession lies with Golden State. Curry to Durant. To Curry. Thompson. Goes to the left side. To Curry. Here's a chance from long range. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
Payton to Holiday. From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Warriors with 4 to shoot. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Kevin Durant. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Inside, he scores.
And when we start talking about some of the top players in the game, can we talk about the guy that got first-team All-NBA for the 3rd time in 4 years? Can we talk about the guy who was the 2nd leading scorer in the league last year with 28 points per night? Can we start mentioning AD's name with the best in the game starting now?
Durant. Misfires. It's no good. Gets it in the left corner. And they call it.
Welcome to New Age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 0, DeMarcus Cousins. Entering the game for New Orleans.
Holiday looking for his man. Klay Thompson with the basketball. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 on the shot clock. Holiday. No good. Curry into the front court. His team up by 1. A big finish at the rim.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Payton into the front court. He'll run the offense to Julius Randle. Defense making the ball carrier work. And the rebound taken by the Warriors. Here's Curry with it up top. Up by 3.
Screen coming your way. Screen coming your way.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Durant to Thompson. The shot denied by Okafor.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And look out. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Livingston to Durant. To Green. Durant. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Warriors with the lead. It's the Pelicans with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
Here comes the screen. Not that time. Curry to bring it up. Leads 3. Great pass to set it up. And Cousins throwing it down.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
Hayden. Over to the right side. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Curry with the basketball. Leads 5. Durant to Green. Down low Durant. Working the outside to Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. And just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit it.
And he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. The Pelicans will take the timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
The difference is going to be the best player on the court. He's a guy that you have to trust in. He has to get the ball. And sometimes as a coach, you need to let go and let your best players do what they do.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Stephen Curry trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 90% at the line. Free throw try, off the mark. Hayden with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Knocked loose. Gets to the basket and scores.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2. Davis has really come into his own the last few years. Where is his ceiling?
The ceiling is 3 letters, MVP. Think about last February, the 2017-2018 season. He joined Hall of Famer Moses Malone as the only player in the past 40 seasons to average at least 35 points and 13 rebounds for the entire month. It's coming, Mr. Davis, very soon.
Boogie abusing the rim. Big finish.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2. Anthony Davis at the line. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Kevin Durant with the rock to Curry.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Thompson. To Durant. Green. Thompson. He was all over him. To Davis. Has a look. He connects off the step back.
The versatility of Anthony Davis makes him one of the most special players in the league today. He can score on you with his back to the basket, but if you also leave him open on the perimeter, he's going to knock that down with ease.
To Thompson. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
New Orleans will take it up. Here comes the screen. And hits. Davis with the baseline J. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors were solid in today's victory, and some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Pelicans put up a fight, but didn't get their hands raised at the end. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Klay Thompson gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Was cold.
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.